Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails from Zero. I'm Aram, I'm playing this game, and I'm here with my friends Jello, Austin, and Mo. Say hello, everyone.
Hello!
Hello.
Jello?
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Jello is shy. Last time on Trails from Zero, we investigated some weird shit going on with a man suddenly deciding to leave behind his unglamorous miner's life and become a fucking high roller, multi-millionaire, high-stakes gambler out of nowhere. An odd career change, but it seems to be working out for him. Unfortunately, he's also a raging asshole. But being a raging asshole and winning at gambling are not crimes yet. So there's nothing we can do about it. Also, some other random weird shit is going on. Ravash has been doing... Something weird's going on with Ravash, because they suddenly are way more effective and just straight up rolled up to Heyue's office in the middle of the night and riddled it with bullets. Which is a bold choice. So we're gonna find out what the fuck is happening and whether there's about to be an all-out massive criminal syndicate war in which our city will get caught in the crossfire, smiley
I'm
face.
just surprised it hasn't already happened.
Crossfire or crossbell?
I think I loaded the wrong save because I don't know where Tio is.
Dead.
Goodbye.
She went out to get ice cream and she just never came back.
No one would do it, so I had to fucking do it myself.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Alright, I messed up a little with the save files. I saved over the one right after this, so I'm gonna briefly fast forward through this to get us back to where we should actually be to the start.
God bless that fast forward feature.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, this is where we left last time. We've just been told that the machine gunning of Heyue happened, and now we are going to roll out.
Oh, you guys, we should play on fast forward all the time, and we can just go like... Do you know how much faster our read-through would be?
It would be very fast indeed.
Speed run.
That legit would be fun if there was a section of game. Like there's a thing an old acting coach of mine used to do called the insanity run, where to like kill your nerves and keep your energy up, you would do an entire show. Like this would be like the night before dress rehearsal. You would do the whole show from memory as fast as everyone fucking could. So
That's
you're
fun.
just running across the stage and screaming, and it's so fun.
It does sound like fun.
Ugh. This place is a mess.
A raid will do that, idiot.
Yep, this confirms it. I'm seeing traces of heavy weaponry all over. At least they didn't resort to blowing them up with explosives. Oh, I see you guys are on the scene too. Go home.
Oh, hey, friends. How's the situation looking?
It's Franz.
We
you
are not
bitch.
friends.
Hey, friends. We rushed out here as soon as we heard the news.
I don't know much yet. All I've heard is that shots were fired in the middle of the night. Dudley and the others are in the middle of conducting an investigation.
It sounds like the First Division beat us to the punch.
Well, they are highly coordinated.
We'd like to ask the members of Heyue some questions. Do you mind letting us inside?
Yes.
I suppose I could. I was only told not to let civilians pass through here. You'll have to
sorry.
make up an excuse to Dudley for me, though.
You guys are barely not civilians. Come on in. Oh, of course. Thanks for helping us out.
I love trampling over an active investigation. It's one of my favorite.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Last time we went to see what was going on at the Moon Temple, and it was literally full of flaming skulls, ghosts, and a demon.
That's
Oh.
probably not important.
I was gonna say, I feel like the recap didn't really
Didn't cover much, yeah.
It's because most of the episode was,
It was actually a reasonably long dungeon. We were in there for about an hour.
yeah, it was dungeon.
Then I picked a good one to not be there for, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, this guy's me. Cow, my apologies for intruding on you. Oh
Ooh.
no. Here we go. We wish to collaborate with you. So, would you be willing to share the details of the raid with us?
Was like he Gregory Edgeworth?
Yes, it was the same voice, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You'll have to forgive me. After all, it was late into the night. I haven't the foggiest idea of who the assailants may be or why they targeted our humble company.
Even so, it appears you were able to mount an efficient defense. The first and second floors are devastated, yet this room remains spotless. How in the world were you able to fend off assailants armed with heavy machine guns?
Breathing techniques. I'll admit it was tricky. However, the assailants managed to escape our grasp, I'm afraid. Many of our men were sent to St. Ursula. Dear, oh dear. What a disaster.
You have my condolences. If you'll... We are here!
Excuse us!
No.
Hey, nerds! Kick door in.
You four.
What's the special support section doing here?
I'm Detective Emma. I know exactly what's going on, but I won't tell you for a game.
Here's my cat!
What?
She's a sexy anime loli secretly.
Why, good morning, Detective Bannings. I see the rest of you are in attendance too.
Pardon our interruption, Sal. I know you're
What?
busy with the aftermath of the raid, but could I borrow a minute of your time?
Anything for you, my friend. If you'll excuse us then, Dudley. I appreciate you having stopped by. His fucking face!
Yeah.
Damn. Well, step aside then. Oh, well, step aside then.
Oh, you are fucked, buddy. Wait until I fucking... I'm getting back to the station. You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead, Lloyd. Do you hear that? Fucking dead.
Goodbye, Dudley. I love you.
Oh, I wonder why he's so mad.
This irritates me to no end, but I'm leaving this snake to you.
Snake.
Try to get what you can out of him.
Yes, sir.
His face
Okay,
got
I have no say in this.
while you were whispering.
It has been quite some time, my friends. I hear you all had quite the adventure on the final day of the anniversary festival, correct?
I'm assuming Yin has already informed you. As you know, the Special Support Section doesn't follow conventional investigative protocol. That's why I'm in here. I'm throwing my weight around, like a cop. And with that in mind, how about you go ahead and tell us your true intentions?
Oh.
Lloyd? Lloyd?
There's no point wasting our time with his usual song and dance. Not only that, but we have a lot of ground to cover with Sal. I figured I'd get straight to the point.
Well, pretty gutsy move, huh?
Lloyd can be quite audacious when he wants to be. Exactly as I had anticipated, Mr. Bannings. I knew I was right to have hopes of you. Very well. I'm not particularly fond of trivial exchanges anyway. If your questions are within the realm of my knowledge, I will provide the answers you seek.
So, like, you guys faked this, right? Like, this isn't... Ravash didn't do this, you guys did. That's why your office isn't fucked up. Thank you, Sal. I wanted to ask you about these 3 topics.
Oh.
It's safe to assume Ravash is behind last night's raid. Can you say for certain that there's any chance it was carried out by a third party, or possibly a first?
Ooh, doubting the possibility. Doubting the possibility entirely, are we? If you would elaborate for them, Lau.
Sir.
Oh, now you be this guy now. Yeah.
The assailants may have been masked to conceal their identities, but there's no doubt it was Ravash's men. Their weapons and combat style were completely identical. These types of things would be difficult to replicate. Yeah, that does make sense.
In that case, something's still rubbing me the wrong way. I hear you Heiyue dudes are all pretty damn good martial artists. Your main man Lau here looks like he could hand out beatings left and right.
You flatter me.
I'm sure Ravash doesn't have a shortage of combat pros, but none of them could match up with you guys one-on-one. So then, how'd you guys get trashed so hard by a handful of their thugs? Was that old Killin' Bear leading the charge or something?
No, I don't believe the esteemed general manager of sales was present. Neither were his hand-picked ex-Jaeger friends. We believe Ravash's regular combat personnel to be behind the attack.
If that's the case, then how?
It's Sao, actually.
If that's the case, then Sao.
Actually, it's
Oh.
Lao.
Though their techniques were simple, their speed and power were beyond comprehension. They were able to brandish those heavy machine guns single-handedly. Man, we're awesome. I mean, they were. Our defenses were easily crushed by their unnatural strength. They overtook the first 2 floors with ease.
No fooling.
Dots. It wasn't only limited to their power and speed either. They had inhuman endurance as well. Afterwards, they fucked us quite literally, and my goodness, did it take a while. And thanks to that, I had to put into practice a few dangerous techniques.
Techniques.
The over-the-shoulder, the loop-de-dick.
Dangerous techniques?
The poisonous asshole. You seem pretty knowledgeable about combat yourself, Sal.
Toad in the hole. Oh, sorry, that's actually an English dessert.
I call it the asshole.
Though there is also a position called the toad in the hole, where you shove a whole lemon.
Never get tired of making fun of that awful dessert.
I am nothing but an amateur compared to Master Yin.
I'll get straight to the point, Sal. How do you plan to respond to their raid?
Oh, what kind of question is that? Take a moment to ponder on what kind of organization Heiwei is. You found your answer, correct?
I really like getting to do this Derek Stephen Prince voice.
Yeah, I like him. Chad is correcting me. Toad in the hole is not a dessert. It's a terrible meal. Toad in the hole is sausages and weird bread stuff. It sounds like the only thing holding it back from being a dessert is the limitations of small minds.
Oh, spotted dick, I think, is the dessert.
That's true. Spotted dick is a dessert.
So you're after revenge?
Oh, please, keep such scandalous rumors to yourself. I've been merely referring to crisis management. At the end of the day, we only seek profits. And in situations where our profits are threatened, it is my sworn duty to crush our antagonizers through the appropriate methods. I fail to see what's so strange about that.
Yeah.
What an annoyingly shrewd man.
It's kind of funny. His voice and Tio's are almost the exact same place in my mouth.
Does requesting assistance from Heiwei's main office lie among those proper methods?
Ah.
He's calling in the big guns from Heiwei's main office?
Awfully blunt, aren't we? My reputation is on the line. I have no such plans at this moment. Furthermore, there is no guarantee that the main office will respect my wishes. They may intervene regardless. Well, I should be able to stave off direct intervention for a little while, at least. Either way, we lack the proper knowledge on Ravash's current state, so we don't have an effective countermeasure for them. We're simply investigating their movements for the time being. Through our most reliable and cooperative employee, in fact.
You mean Lao?
Yeah, you mean Lao?
You requested Yen's assistance.
Well, he's the best of the best for these kind of undercover missions, yeah?
I have to ask, are you doing a bit? Why do you refer to him with he/him pronouns?
This isn't directly related to the case in question, but I figured I'd ask while I'm already here. Do you really not know anything about Kia?
Straight up gonna ignore my question, huh?
Are you sure, Lloyd?
Kia, you said. Is that a person's name? Or perhaps some kind of code?
Oh, I like
Brand
how
of
you
car,
could tell.
perhaps?
I like how you could tell that I had spelled it out with a capital A.
Forgive me for speaking out of capitalization. You're more serious than I expected. All I know is that Kia is the name of that little girl you took into custody after the Schwarz auction. Well, that and our dear collaborator offered you a small piece of advice there. Oh, and that.
The exhibits for
Yin,
the
I
second
guess.
half of the auction are all stored in the room over there. According to information that was sent to Heiwei, there's a bomb, so to speak, among those items. I recommend you confirm it for yourselves.
A large leather trunk will be exhibited in the second half of the auction. Inside the trunk is a bomb, which will only serve to jeopardize Ravash's position. We were able to receive that piece of information via our own networks. We've had no means of discerning who this informant was, as of yet. However, in some ways, that only made it more credible. We wanted to be certain, so we asked our dear Master Yin to go check on it. Oh, my oven is going off.
Oh, my toad
My
is in
right-
the hole.
Why don't right-hand
I
man,
got
you
it.
take over for me.
Even in my wildest dreams, I never expected the true identity of the bomb to appear in the form it did.
Damn, looks like he's gonna feign ignorance till the very end.
Let's assume you're telling the truth. Do you have an inkling as to who that informant might have been?
Logically speaking, a bombshell of this magnitude points to the actions of a Ravash defector. However,
Taking into account the skill required to convey the information to us, they must be adept. At any rate, this is as far as our knowledge regarding Kia goes. I'd appreciate it if you believed me.
oh, you bet. Understood. Thanks for answering us honestly. Well, damn, I don't know what to do.
No, Lloyd goes for a Nux and he just slowly puts a hand on the Nux, but like wrapping
He
it like
shakes his
palm,
nuts.
like palm to fingertips, like really slowly pressing against it, like a leaf slowly falling on the ground.
He's just like paper beats rock. Oh.
Looks like Heiwa wins a gateway. Now then, does this conclude
Damn.
your questioning?
Yes, for the moment. I appreciate your cooperation. Do you mind if I give the department an outline of what we discussed?
Do as you like, my friend. By the way, Detective Bannings,
Yeah?
I'll be honest with you. This raid was far beyond what I thought Ravash was capable of. I was under the impression that I was fully cognizant of their strength, connections, and patterns. Yet, they were able to pull off such a brazen attack on us in their weakened state. They've splendidly surpassed all my expectations. I must say, I am unbelievably excited for what's to come. I cannot recall a moment in the last few years where a situation didn't proceed in the way I had planned. I can finally wield my intellect to crush my foes without remorse. It truly is. This truly will be the final testimony. This truly is an indescribable joy.
Smug bastard.
You're...
Unbelievable.
My boner is full. Like the
I know!
moon.
We're like looking at it. It's like right here. By the way, Detective Bannings kisses his forehead. Bye-bye.
Do not think for one second that I will allow the police to ruin my fun.
Eastern breathing technique. Toad emerges from its hole to strike.
Ah!
Although, you're special. So I'll grant you a unique opportunity, so to speak. Will you be able to broker a resolution between both groups before Heiwa begins its all-out retaliation? I'll be eagerly awaiting your next move.
I know, I can tell. It's like it's just
It
poking
just
out.
keeps getting bigger. It's like it's air mattress.
Does that thing have an elbow? What's going on?
It does, actually. You thought you anticipated the direction of my phallus, but I'm one step ahead.
Phallus.
Well, that was something.
They gave us plenty of useful information to work with, but...
The crook in my dick allows me to look around corners, as with a periscope.
I hate this.
I can't believe they suggested the high possibility of a full-blown conflict.
Things keep heating up the way they have, and it's about to get real messy. We're screwed if they decide to have a firefight in the middle of town.
Additionally, we have to consider the possibility that Heiwa may call for reinforcements. This is all sounding a bit too ominous.
Sounds like we have a bit of time still, judging by what Sao said. At any rate, we can't leave Ravash unchecked any longer. We need to start looking into it before Heiyue mobilizes their forces.
I agree.
Sorry, it didn't load for me.
Shall we each visit the districts and blah 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 blah? Fuck you.
Come on. Yeah,
No!
sorry. It's like
No,
anti-alias.
die!
I think it's time we go straight to the source. Let's go get our answers from Ravash directly.
You're kidding, right?
Hell yeah. I'm
What
gonna
is it?
top-
Let's go check out Heiyue, Lloyd.
We may have gone there once before, but still.
That was before the incident at the auction. Are we not acting too recklessly?
Yeah, I can't imagine they'd overlook anything outside of Kia's case. That's something else I'm concerned about, though.
What might that be?
Garcia's movements. We've quarreled with him before, but he never seemed the type to be reckless. I was under the impression he had a strong command over his subordinates.
Good eye. He used to be a well-known Jaeger commander, in fact. Didn't think he'd order his men to launch an assault on Heiyue like that.
While there's a chance they ordered the attack on Heiyue, it's entirely possible that his subordinates acted independently. I'd certainly like to get to the bottom of this.
I agree. Be a good idea to search for clues around their base. You guys want to head there now?
We don't have a choice, do we?
As long as we remain outside of the perimeter, the risk level will be low.
Let's go have ourselves a little stakeout, and then a little steak.
And then ice cream.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of
Yeah.
spotted dick, perhaps? I know a restaurant.
Hi, I'm Wazy.
I really enjoyed the yeah in Tio's voice.
Yeah.
Just like I thought, there are more guards posted here than usual.
They're looking way more pissed than I was expecting, too.
Impatient, excited, vigilant, anxious. How do you guys like my new thesaurus? I'm detecting a wide range of emotions from them.
Tio, don't act like you've got some special power because you can read a face.
I just want to be cool.
No, nobody
That's why
else.
I wear these. That's why I wear my Vocaloid headphones everywhere.
You guys mean that other people can do that?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Can
oh.
everyone talk to dogs?
Now
Oh, no, I'm
now my
normal.
sensors are sad.
There's no mistaking it. They must be on high alert for any retaliation from Heiyue.
My sensors are detecting sadness.
Sympathetic.
This isn't going to be easy. For now, ascertaining Garcia's movements should be...
This is Garcia.
Why the hell are you here?
Uh-oh, sisters.
Oh, Garcia Rossi, we were just about to detect you.
Damn, that monster managed to conceal his presence?
Guys, I'm detecting anger.
You guys, you have the audacity to show your faces around here after all the shit you've put us through. Tch. I won't make any excuses. Our deal with you only concerns Kia and Kia alone. Then we're understood. If you use a deal as an excuse to come waltzing into our territory, I'm gonna beat the ever-loving hell out of you. Oh,
Well, aren't we a dangerous old dude?
I'm fully aware of why you're snooping around. However, you won't be getting a single word out of me on that matter. If you understand, then get lost.
I'm gonna grab some chicken real quick.
Please, just tell me one thing. If, hypothetically, you were to attack an armed enemy stronghold, would you attack from the vanguard, leaving everything to brute strength? What the fuck are you talking about? An honest Jaeger like myself would never adopt such a poor strategy. I'd wait until the conditions were favorable, then wreak the most havoc while minimizing casualties. Wouldn't you do the same, son of the war god?
Don't you ever call me that again. But yes, that's how Jaegers operate.
Is that so? Thank you. I appreciate the answer. Huh. You're a strange kid. But anyway, you'd better not come in here unprepared. You hear me? I promise you'll be torn to shreds.
Okay.
Something sure seemed off with him. He's kind of mad. He looked like he was tense, but also a little worn out.
So it wasn't just me then. He said a few nasty things, but I felt like it didn't have the usual bite to it.
He expressed.
I'm here. He expressed signs of fatigue. I can relate with him on that front, which is no longer considered a unique power. What in the world happened to Ravage?
Doesn't suit him making faces like that. This is Grace.
I assume. Wouldn't you guys like to know the reason for their glum faces? Every Jello character is in this session.
Glad I skipped the last one and not this one.
Grace?
Woman, you have a knack for appearing in the most random places, don't you?
Not
That's
random at
'cause I'm
all.
the Grandmaster of Ouroboros. What can I say? My reporter spirit guides me to the juiciest of scoops. Anyway,
Also, my intelligence network.
let's proceed with the usual give and take session, shall we?
What?
I'll be anxiously awaiting your arrival at the jazz bar.
Who's she talking about?
Make sure to bring your toad in the hole.
Hear that? Bring the toad in the hole, guys.
What's a toad in a hole?
Oh, you know. How should we proceed? I mean, we have to bring the toad.
If she plans to talk, we'll hear her out. We should be cautious around her. I don't want us accidentally leaking anything to her.
Ravage sold a child! Duly noted.
Cheers, boy.
I'm taking the only booth for myself.
Oh, look who's finally arrived. 18 seconds, you guys are late. Sudden, I know, but do you have any tidbits about the Halo raid you're willing to share? I'm sure Sal soured you with all sorts of delightful details over at his office.
Quick to the punch, aren't you?
Actually, how were you even aware we visited Halo?
I saw you from
Because
my
you
office.
just told me, Fox Girl.
Because you just told me, dog girl.
You know that the Hayway office is like right across the street from mine, right?
You know that I'm Yin, right? Wouldn't that be a twist
I would
somehow?
love that.
Well, if you must know, I found out this morning. As I was about to ask Cow some questions, I saw old Duddles barge in. Right as I was wondering, what's up with that? You all entered after him. Then once Dudley left with his partner and that classic scowl on his face, you came out looking mighty worried. With that kind of look covering your mug,
Man, she really is this accent.
I'd be shocked if you didn't hear anything.
You're deceptively sharp. Ugh, were we that obvious?
Still, Grace, I think you know better than anyone that we can't casually disclose information about an open investigation. You have to bribe
Yet here
us.
we are, again, doing this for the 4th time.
Of course I know that, you silly goose. That's why I proposed a bit of give and take. After all, aren't you dying for some details on Garcia Rossi? He's my dad.
Well, my dad.
You know my dad?
Ugh, always the pro at dangling the bait right under our noses, huh?
Yeah, every time I take a fucking bite.
To put the cherry on top in Jello's mouth, I might have some news about that so-called auction, too. Whispers say Ravage screwed the pooch and incurred the wrath of the speaker. Surely you want to know how these two matters might be related? No?
Ugh. Alright, I'll bite. However, everything about Sao is strictly off the record, got it?
Chat, you give me what I want, and I take your lives.
Heads you win, tails I lose. Wait, shit. No, hang on.
I can't stress that enough, Grace.
I see. So the situation is more dire than I thought.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. As things stand, both groups seem to be trying not to involve the public, if that's any consolation, but
Well, no matter which way you cut it, this raid was too abrupt. Ignoring that it happened in the dead of night, a raid near our news agency? Not to mention, it was right down the street from the IBC. Sounds like this decision was a little rushed, right?
Yeah, that's true. If things went south, this incident could have shaken the continent, destroying Crossbell's reputation as Zemuria's trade capital.
You have a point there.
Thank
This
God that
also-
won't happen.
This also might make the info I got my This also might make the info I got my mitts on not necessarily false. This information you got your mitts on.
Are you willing to share your mitts now?
No. Okay, fine. It's my turn now, Look at these nice oven mitts. I bought them from the auction.
Oh,
You see-
and it says, and there's text written on them. It's a receipt for human chattel.
Chattel.
Good usage of that word. Never hear anyone talking about chattel these days.
Oh, I thought you were just mispronouncing cattle for some reason. All right.
Nope, chattel's a word.
Okay.
You see, this whole fiasco originated from inside the Mafia. Lately, I've been hearing rumors that Garcia Rossi's control over his goons has been, well, lacking.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time buying it. Can't imagine subordinates defying that monstrous old geezer.
Well, you can choose to believe it or not. I'm just saying, maybe it's possible that the incident in the downtown district and the gunning for Maine's rights might not have been on Garcia's orders. It seemed like some of the mafiosos on the lower rungs were looking to climb up. If clout inside Ravache is what those rookies were after, then that would explain them stepping out of line and getting busted.
Huh.
Please, can we back up a second? You're saying that last night's raid was carried out by junior members of the Mafia?
Given the scale of the attack, I personally lean towards no. But considering all that's happened, you can hardly blame Garcia for his big outburst earlier, right?
True. Wasn't a sign of his little entourage anywhere.
Does that mean despite controlling Ravache from the inside, he's still having issues?
But what is the Don doing during all of this? According to what I've been able to gather, Macaroni is desperately trying to atone for his giant blunder at the auction. Naturally, he's buttering up Macaroni and butter.
Yummy.
Buttering up Speaker Hartman, who was left less than pleased at Michelin.
Is anyone hungry?
Jello
Yeah,
is that's
bites.
trying to eat his chicken.
I'm so hungry. I really am fucking starving, and I want Grace to shut the hell up.
He's even trying to lure more influential figures to crossbell into his fold of crossbell fuck.
Influential figures? Who exactly?
I don't know, girl. Let me eat my appetizers. Cutting right to the chase. Well, simply put, it's Republican faction diet members. Shocker! I hear he's met with the CGF commander too. Okay, that's actually a little surprising.
Really? Is he attempting to suppress Heiue's political influence in Crossbow?
Maybe meeting with the CGF commander is related to Ravache's weapon smuggling.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Gotta remember, that moron of a commander is also one of Speaker Hartman's cronies. I thought that said clones at first. I was like, what?
You know, Palpatine style.
Yeah. Since the commander is in Macaroni's pocket, I reckon he's using him to win back the Speaker's favor.
Bingo. That's what I was thinking too. I knew a nice chat with you guys would help me get all my thoughts in order. Ha! Score! This turned out to be a fruitful little info swap.
I hate to admit it, but it's been helpful for us as well.
I hate talking to you, Grace. You're a disaster.
In fact, now that we've sifted through all the details, we don't need you anymore. I still feel like there's something we're missing.
Something we're missing?
Care to elaborate?
We've been able to arrive at a convincing motive behind each action thus far, but they're all haphazard, like they aren't acting as one singular organization. I feel like Ravache had a particular style to their operations, characteristic of the darkness that lies in the city. But in these cases, I just don't feel it.
So that's what you mean.
Now that you mention it, I'm inclined to agree. An efficient system created to take advantage of the mirror reserve known as Crossbell. For an organization such as Ravash to deviate from that system is highly irregular.
So in other words, there's an element to this case that threw Ravash out of whack. Something like that?
Right. It's just a gut feeling, though. Sal's description made it sound like these raiders who attacked Heiwa possessed unnatural amounts of strength, too. It's possible that could be the reason behind Garcia's strange attitude.
Wow, should have expected this from you, Lloyd. You're a sharp kid, aren't you? Hey, if you get canned, how about joining me at the Crossbell Times?
I was actually gonna make that joke if she didn't.
We can aim for the Pulitzer Prize together. Do you want to get sued?
Yeah! No, yeah, that sounds great, actually. And for the record, I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me worry more than I have to.
Lloyd would actually be a pretty good reporter, to be honest.
Honestly, JRPG where the main character is a reporter instead of a cop, kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
Remind me again, what's the Pulitzer Prize she's so up in arms about? Shut up, Randy. You're gonna get us...
Don't get her started. Oh god, I'm gonna explain it. Of course I am. It's a prestigious international award given to the most outstanding journalist of the year.
Excuse
Why
me
did they
for
use
one
the
second.
Kodak sound.
Boss.
I bet it's someone I voice. Just to
Yes.
piss me off.
Yes, this is Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section.
I managed to get through. It's me, Bixen, over from
yeah.
Mainz.
Oh, Mayor, what's going on? Is there some sort of problem regarding Gantz?
Well, you
It
see,
sucks!
I'm at that Barca casino at the moment. He
I
started,
borrowed 300 Mira.
he started acting strangely, so I decided to call you.
Strangely. What exactly do you mean?
He's been engaged in a poker match with another customer for quite some time. The atmosphere's gotten kind of severe. It might actually get violent. Anyway, could you come over here and help sort this out?
Understood, sir. Barca Casino, right? We're close by, so we'll be there shortly.
Okay, I'm counting on you.
Maine's mayor?
You mentioned something about the casino, Lloyd? Can we knock off work today?
Yeah, apparently Gantz might be getting into some sort of violent situation.
Seriously?
Did he somehow provoke his opponent during a match?
I don't know these characters. I missed that arc.
With Gantz was just a rando who appeared once while we were in Mines originally, but he's the guy who is like suddenly a big shot gambler out of nowhere. With
I never met him.
It was last session. It was last session, so it was like after you had left.
Ah, okay.
With Gantz's ego and crazy luck, I can totally see it happening.
Well, we better hurry on over and assess the situation, and if it goes badly, I get a story. All right, off to Barca we go! What? What's the matter?
Well, Grace, it's just that.
Look, there's no point telling her not to come. Let's just go to the casino.
Fuck, man.
Grace,
I'm in your party
you don't even have any quartzes.
Yeah, Gantz doesn't have a portrait or anything. He's literally just like, oh, it's Minor Gantz. Sure.
I'm a big shot now. I got money.
I'm just checking to see
Refill my chicken.
if we're gonna get fucked. Nope. Okay, we do go straight there.
Oh
Okay,
no,
yes.
we are going to get
No,
fucked.
okay, no, I was just triple checking. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Oh, you came! I think a fight is about to break out.
Quickly take us to where Gantz is playing, sir.
Sure.
It's in the table.
He's in the middle of a private match in the back room. We don't have time to waste. Gantz could blow at any second.
Huh?
Wasn't Gantz the one provoking his opponent?
Oh,
Speaking of the all Jello character session.
was I him?
I think
Yeah,
you were
I think
him,
I was.
yeah.
Eat this, punk! Oh, I love those cards.
Yeah, me too.
I want that deck. Shit.
Hmm.
I love the Luchador Jack. That's great.
Man, I'm on the king. Good luck beating me.
Yeah. 9, 10, Jack, King, Queen, and King. A straight flush of diamonds, baby. Try to beat this hand. You can't.
Are you kidding me? I wasn't expecting you to pull out a hand that strong on our last round.
Ha! This is my true talent. You tied one too many games using those tricky hands of yours, but that's coming to an end. Come on, show us your hand. Might as well give up while you're at it, too.
Well, are you feeling okay, man? Who said anything about losing?
Are you kidding me? The only way you'd be able to beat me is with a royal flush straight. There's no way you could have.
And that's where you're wrong, pal. Whoop.
What?
Oh.
5 of a kind, and they're all aces? I can't believe what I've seen today.
What hands beat a royal straight flush? Oh, what hands beat a royal straight flush usually depends on the rules, but rules or no rules, it's obvious that this blows your straight flush straight out of the water.
What? Don't screw with me, you damn cheat! Drake, you're his accomplice, aren't you? Well, screw you too!
I assure you, I am nothing of the sort. Why? Oh, God. I was like, oh, I can't be the same old man voice, but then I just turned into a goblin. Sorry about that. There was something I thought. I assure you, I am nothing of the sort. I swear upon Idios herself, and during my careful observation of the match, I saw nothing that suggests Mr. Arundel was cheating.
Can it? How the hell am I supposed to buy that crap?
Oh.
I've got luck and intuition on my side. I'm supposed to be unstoppable. There's no way I can lose to this jackass.
Sir, please calm yourself.
Seriously, dude, take a chill pill. Poker's just a game of luck. Oh, after all. All it means is that your luck has run out, bud.
Luck after all. I refuse to believe this crap. Gambling should be a piece of cake after using that stuff.
Stuff?
Gams!
Look out!
He's got a gun.
There's no way in hell I could lose. Ah, let go of me! Let go of me, damn it! You have to calm down, Gantz! What's with this insane strength?
Stop this madness, Gantz!
Well, if it isn't my favorite pals. How's it hanging?
Oh, I don't know what I was expecting.
How can one man be so suspicious? It is unfathomable.
Quite the class clown we got here. An acquaintance of yours, guys?
Sorta. Not like we know squat about him, though. Whoa, hold the phone. A 5 of a kind versus a straight flush? What the hell even happened here?
Bro, you're cheating.
It was a real nail biter, Randy. I was on the verge of losing everything.
I can barely keep up with this.
At least we were able to neutralize the threat before anyone was hurt.
Let me go, damn it! Let me go!
Oh, he's frothing.
I can't lose! I can't lose!
Oh, he's a foamer. Great. We're all standing around him like he's fucking dead.
Oh, sweet goddess. How could such a thing have happened? He may not have been the hardest worker, but he was a kind man. There's not a soul in Mainz who disliked him.
Mayor Bixen.
For a nice guy, he sure was pretty violent for a sec there. Hell, I wasn't
Listen, Ellie, I'm a nice guy.
Listen, I know a thing or two about nice guys.
Hell, I wasn't expecting that both of us would need to hold him down.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how ridiculously strong he was.
Both of us, the mayor and Lloyd, did it. You didn't do anything, man.
Listen, guys, this is just my impression, but,
I'm Lloyd Bannings!
what do you think?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, wait a minute.
I'm Lloyd Bannings!
I'm Lloyd Bannings.
You think the guy could have been on some kind of drugs?
Pardon me?
What is the basis for that assessment?
You kidding?
I mean, obviously, but let's hear it.
Well, he's a minor, right? Then there's like 90% chance there's a pretty booming meth industry in his town or nearby.
Judging by their silence, I think Lloyd and Tio seem to agree with me. I am not sure. Are drugs also a thing that you can sense?
I don't want to say anything unsubstantiated, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility. We can't rule it out.
That's preposterous. Gantz on drugs? I refuse to believe it. He's just an ordinary miner, you hear me? There's no way he'd be able to get a hold of such a dangerous...
Sorry,
He's
sir,
a minor! He's not old enough to get drugs!
Sorry, sir, but hasn't it been almost half a month since he arrived in Crossville City? Keep in mind that he earned quite a bit of Mira during his stay, too. Can you say for certain that he couldn't have taken advantage of that wealth?
I won't stand for this slander. You mentioned that you're a Crossville Times journalist, correct? Know that if you write some libel piece based on pure speculation, I will lead Mainz and its people in protest.
Ooh, oh no.
I'm so
come on.
afraid.
Take it easy there for a second. I don't plan on writing an article on this, mister.
Would you do us a favor, Mr. Bixon? I'd like to go through Gantz's personal belongings, if that's all right with you.
You do?
I don't intend to imply anything, sir, but there are just too many coincidences piling up here. His sudden violence, that inhuman strength, the complete change in personality. All of these aspects are eerily similar to past cases. And in Gantz's case, we also saw an absurd development in his gambling skills.
Might be because he took some stimulants to boost his perception or something. That explained the freakish intuition. People kept telling us how it was like he could read people's minds, you know?
It is entirely possible. I can only speculate that if I were to gamble, I would likely be more adept than your average person, due to being unique.
Tio.
I'm 14!
Sorry.
I need this!
Guys, would you like me if I was normal?
Sorry, Tio
Oh,
Tot.
Tio, we don't like you now!
I am aware, do not worry!
Be nice to me.
Be nice to T! Mayor Bixon, I understand you wish to keep Mr. Gantz's reputation intact. However, please envision the scenario where he is, in fact, consuming drugs. If the situation were to remain unhandled, it could pose a threat to... no, okay, that's right. It could pose a threat, Jesus, to himself and others. I'm dying.
Tio, are you doing drugs?
Maybe.
I could think of a bunch of possible side effects that might crop up.
Same here, and that's exactly what we need to be scared of.
Very well. I fear I might have been slightly inconsiderate. Go ahead, Lloyd.
Alright.
This is just a bag of Coke. There is
Oh, this
nothing
is-
else.
Ooh, it looks pure.
This is magical cocaine.
His
This is
entire...
orbment cocaine. It's ground up quartz.
This is his
Oh
entire
no! The
suit-
monsters are attached, are attracted to the dead drops for orbment cocaine.
His entire suit is made of cocaine. Just like ruffles the jacket and
It
disintegrates.
starts falling.
You know, weirdly, it would totally track for me if Ellie was just like, "Let me test the grade."
Hold on, let me see that.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
pretty
yeah,
good.
she's
And
part
like
of
she
high
had,
society, so...
yeah, and she had like no effect. She's like, "Oh, this small amount of Coke won't do anything to me. Don't worry. My hair was brown when I was little."
This is what I was afraid of.
Oh. Pills?
Goddess. No!
So our theory was spot on.
Pretty shade of blue. But what the heck is it?
I'll find out.
Pure, Pure Colombian Bam Bam, of course.
Like from the Flintstones, they're vitamins.
We can't rule out the possibility that it's harmless medicine yet. Maybe he has some kind of chronic disease we don't know about. Did he ever mention anything about that, sir?
From all my interactions with him, no. Of course, I can't say for sure.
Interesting. Would you mind if we hung on to these pills for now?
Please do. Listen, though, I beg you, do not spread this around for Gance's sake.
Oh, we were gonna go to Mainz and start spreading it around there.
It's a
we
good
might
thing
make
Grace
some money.
is standing in the room with her notepad
Yeah.
out.
Of course, sir. We'll make sure to take his reputation into consideration.
Can you imagine that story? Just like, guy from mining town does drugs.
Yeah.
Like, how would you even fill that story out? Like, oh my goodness, they were found.
Drugs were found. Also, could we leave him with you?
Yes, I'll take care of him. I'll try to speak with him once he wakes up.
Thanks, that'd be great. He probably needs some water. He's gonna wake up feeling pretty out of it.
Now we have suspicions of an illegal drug circulating throughout Crossbell, huh? Definitely didn't see that one coming.
You didn't?
Really? Everyone knows about illegal
Randy's like, I'm
drugs.
doing drugs every
It's a city. There's illegal drugs.
I would have thought the Mafia was big into the drug trade.
The contrary, actually. Illegal drugs hardly ever show up in Crossbell. Drugs are a messy business, you know. Unlike child trafficking, one misstep and they'll spread to neighboring countries like the plague. I've heard the First Division monitors them closely, thanks to pressure from Eravonia and Calvard. That's weird. So I guess Ravash is smart enough to read the room on that one.
I suppose that makes sense.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, they made sure to cover that back at Police Academy. Still, something about these pills.
If you put them together, they form a map.
It really is the lovely shade of blue, isn't it? Very pure.
Sure, but they're still suspicious as hell.
There's 6 of them. One for all of us, and one for the chief. I say, let's try them. Let's put them in the evidence locker. Let's do it.
Wow, check it out.
The
Chief.
evidence locker is what I call my mouth.
Well, then, I mean, if we kick Grace out, there's 4 of us. Hard cut. Chief, we found this bag containing 2 pills.
Yeah. Something wrong, Tio?
No. Oh my god, I'm very burpy. It's not.
It's a chicken.
Something wrong, Tio?
Can you burp me?
Of course.
Yeah.
No, it is nothing. It must be my imagination.
It must be my imagination.
Thanks, Sarah.
More importantly, what do you intend on doing with the pills, Lloyd?
No. I'm thinking this case is too much for us to handle alone, without some help. For now,
So
let's
you
go
need
talk with the
someone to
chief.
do drugs with you, huh, kids?
This case is too much for her to handle, at least without the help of Daddy Addy.
Yes, he may know what to do.
Oh, so you kids need someone to do drugs with, huh? Why don't you go to the lawyer? They're all on coke and shit. Oh yeah, I love me some of these little blue bitches.
Can I get like 3 more of these little blue bitches?
I love this shit, man.
High society do love them some little blue bitches. And while we're at it, we should give our report on Hayaway's raid.
Yeah, watch out, Tio.
You got mafias fighting each other and a chance of illegal drugs now, too? Get ready, guys. I'm feeling like things are about to get pretty busy around here.
I've only known you guys for 4 months, but I'm starting to think that you've matured a lot since we first met. You don't trust me anymore.
Grace?
What's with the sudden praise? You want a pill?
I do want a pill. Flattery will get you nowhere, I hope. These little blue bitches are ours, the LBBs. No, I'm serious. I've got some pretty high expectations now. There is a mosquito in my room, and I'm gonna get it. Almost as high as the ones I had for your brother, Lloyd.
Oh, you don't have to bring
Before
that
I
up.
killed
Wow.
him.
I don't think I ever got a straight answer the last time you brought up Guy. So, did you know my brother, Grace?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know my brother?
Oh boy.
No, you know what? Give me a second. I'm finishing this piece.
Okay. Thanks for the pill. Oh, yeah. Back when I was still a newbie at the CNS, he helped me out more times than I can count. And in the end, his case went cold. At the very least, I'm happy that the team he wished for finally became a reality.
What?
What do you mean, Grace?
Oopsie. Sergey might get angry at me if I say too much. Anyway, I've got an event to cover, so I'm gonna have to head out. Oh, and I won't write any articles about the drug stuff, as tempting as it is. Bye-bye, everyone!
Like a drug.
I really like Grace too. I love Newsies. I just love them every time.
Where does she get off teasing us like that and just walking away?
Another addition to the pile of things we have to think about.
Now Tio says something. Yep.
Are you concerned about what she told us, Lloyd?
Well. Even if it's concerning Guy, I don't really have time to think about it. The Hayue raid, Ravash's current situation, now these blue pills. We have a lot on our plate. For now, let's put aside what Grace has told us and ask the chief how we should proceed.
Instead.
Hopefully he has some ideas for us.
Alrighty then, back to the SSS. And by back to the
Chief,
SS... Go ahead.
Good.
Oh.
Okay. Chief, we need a task force for these new pills on the market. They call it Giggle Pig.
They call it Giggle Pig. They say that once you take a bite, you'll be giggling like a pig in the mud.
And you
pig's
sound
good.
just like Victor Emmanuel III. Let's see.
I can't tell who's winning.
There's a couple of people we gotta talk to for bonus DP before we go talk to Sergey. Downtown, Ignis. Okay, Ark and Seal. Oh, we talked to Risha. Okay, let's do that first. Let's see.
I would love it if they just had one scene in front of that giant Risha poster outside where they're like, I wonder who Yin could be.
Yeah. And then the camera, just goes up a little bit.
Oh, here you are. Hey, Plebe, doesn't Nikolai seem a bit different lately?
My name's Plea. I'm
I
just
think-
kind of bummed.
I think that's Plie.
Plie?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's a choreography move. It's a very bad nickname. I hope it's not her birth name.
Oh, you noticed it too? I've been getting some weird vibes from him. It's as if he's a completely different person. Excuse me, is everything okay?
Can you guys stop coming into the dressing room unannounced?
Oh, the police officers have arrived. It's nothing serious. We were just conversing about Nikolai.
Right. Apparently Nikolai's been engaged in some special training lately. It's paying off, too. His technique and strength have improved considerably. The strange thing is, his personality
Oh, no.
seems to have changed as a result.
Who is Nikolai?
Some
I don't
guy.
know.
Some nickel guy. Think his personality's gone haywire?
Well, I suppose it's possible, or maybe it's drugs. How often do people completely change overnight?
I wonder
Surprisingly
about that.
often now.
I think people can change as long as they're motivated to do so, however. I'm sure Nikolai must have had a life-changing experience like that.
Yeah, he started taking drugs.
Yeah.
Oh,
That can
that'll do
very
it.
easily
That is
be a life-changing
experience, yeah.
You do
let's
math
see.
once and your brain has completely rewritten itself in what it wants forever.
If I do meth, will I be special? Will I
Oh,
get
very
powers?
much not.
Oh, that's what you'll feel like you're special.
Honestly, you're more special for not doing meth. Let's see, do we talk to Wald or talk to Slash and Huey? Okay, these guys? Anyway, yeah, someone else is acting weird.
Hey, it's a guy who's acting weird.
What could
I
it
can't
be?
believe drugs have made its
Oh.
way into our gang.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
Oh! Red pills, what could it be? Let's see. And her dad's being a bitch.
My father!
My dad!
My dad!
Oh, sorry. Well, you guys need to knock before you come. You're late. You're late. Interrogating Hayway really take you that long? No, actually, we may have just stumbled into another case.
But we'll include it in the usual report, along with details on the Hayway raid. Sir Jay, is that something... Is blue on your nose?
What? No, huh?
No, I spilled some Kool-Aid earlier.
I've been snorting Kool-Aid. Chief?
Sorry, was it too convoluted after all? Do I need to say it all again, but slower?
What, do you think I can't read? You think I can't read?
Chief?
I read all about them, the little blue bitches, like Tio.
Huh?
Long back before vaping was a thing, when I just started college, there were some guys who used to hang out outside, like, the buffet place on campus late at night, like 2 a.m., who had a hookah out, and I believe were smoking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that is what hookah be like.
Yeah.
No. It's just this series of events. I'm starting to think that it might all be connected. I'm seeing the threads.
Oh no.
You do?
Seriously?
How do you figure that?
These
Now
books looking
Tio
at
said
you?
something.
Look, I know a lot's gone down in the last day or two. But I want you to try and connect the dots. I want you to see it the way I see it. You better buckle up, Lloyd. We're going to need those detective skills that you've been honing if we want to get anywhere with this. If we want to get anywhere, and I think it goes all the way to the top.
Oh my
Why
god,
are
he's
you talking that way as him? Is he on the pill?
Sure, leave it to me. These books look right to you. Today we were able to discover roughly 3 pieces of key evidence. The information we heard from Sao about the raid on Heiua, the intel we exchanged with Grace about the current state of Ravash, and everything we learned about Gantz, the miner from Mines.
So there has to be something that ties the 3 things together, right?
You know, I'm not there just yet, but I think I'm starting to see the big picture here.
For now, let's sort out through which
element of the raid on Heiua can be tied to the others?
Physical abilities.
Yeah.
Which element regarding Ravash can be tied to others? Haphazard chain of command.
Yeah.
Which element involving Gantz? Blue pills.
Drugs.
Little blue bitches.
This has to be it.
The LBBs.
These little blue bitches.
You think these factors overlap?
Definitely suspicious, that's for sure.
I think so, Ellie. If we take a closer look, we can see certain things linking the cases. The enhanced strength displayed by the mafiosos who raided Heiua, Gantz and his spontaneous gambling skills. They may seem independent of each other, but they both deal with the augmentation of their hidden potential. Yeah, hidden potential. Now, suppose we say that the connecting factor in all this are these blue pills. Hey, where'd you get those?
The Mafia must have started acting as the distributor for these illegal drugs. And the general public were not the only ones affected by them. Ravash must have been using them to strengthen its henchmen. Is that the general idea, Lloyd?
Yeah, more or less. But in the end, it's still just another theory. A game theory!
However, if that's how it is, wouldn't it explain a lot? Maybe that's why Garcia's influence has started to wane.
So a bunch of those mafiosos took the drugs to toughen up, and as a result, gave them all big egos. Is that it?
Nicely put, everyone. Dude, you're doing great. By the way, you remember those rumors that Ian told us about yesterday?
Guys, I'm detecting some strange emotions from the chief.
Like what?
Of course,
Drugs.
the traitor in that stockbroker.
Yeah.
You think those two are already under the influence of the pills?
Pills! Who's under the pills?
Pills! I'll find those pills. I'll find them. I'll find them fast. You smash them up? Hey, have you ever smashed them up and you ever, like, just sniffed them right up?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know why anybody would do that. Who could say? At this point, that's nothing more than pure speculation.
You've got
it's a terrible
nothing
idea.
me.
It's a terrible idea. You've got nothing. Get back out there. Sold the city. However, things are beginning to come together piece by piece. I see it.
I see it,
I
Lloyd.
see it.
You've wanted my job ever since you joined the force.
I'm watching. You feel the same way, don't
Son
you?
of a bitch, Lloyd Bennett.
I do. But if I'm being honest, I don't think the special support section will be able to handle a case of this size. That's nonsense, Lloyd. We can handle it. We can handle anything.
Nothing leaves this room.
If fucking Dudley wants to deal with it, if fucking Dudley wants to see something, he can kiss my ass. Oh, you can come out here and meet me on the streets.
I don't think the special support section will be able to handle a case of this size. What are y'all talking about? You're all giants! You're giants, I say! Except Randy, he's 1 inch tall!
We might even need to call in the 1st Division for support, given the incidents that revolve around the distribution of illegal drugs. Perfect timing, Lloyd. Perfect timing? What are you... That's right. My intuition.
I found you, and I have a gun.
Get him,
What's
Kia.
wrong,
Just do it like we rehearsed.
What's wrong, Kia?
She shoots the chief.
Ah!
Kia!
Just like we planned. Falls over.
Oh, are you getting hungry?
Hungry for violence?
No, not yet. I brought a visitor. My gun. He's super grumpy, but he said that he really needed to talk to you right now.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He also has a
Maybe
gun.
Officer Grumpy.
Yeah, Detective
Oh.
Grumply. It's like it's the new Leighton series, Detective.
Detective Grumpy.
Detective Dudley.
You're late.
Sure.
You're late. You're always late.
Apologies, Sergey. Investigation meeting ran a bit long. If this is about the same thing we discussed earlier, do you mind if we go ahead and begin?
Yeah, let's do it. Sounds good to me. Fill them in too, if you don't mind.
Are you on coke?
No.
I don't
What?
exactly have time for jokes, Sergey. This isn't something rookies should know about, and
Actually, I think the information they found will end up being pretty useful to you in your investigation.
Or should I say, witch hunt?
Come on. It won't take any time at all.
Alex Jones warned me about you.
Time has stopped.
Time was never moving in the first place.
are you insane?
Oh, I'm Dudley. Am I insane?
Just still alive!
Oh, I'm still
Yeah, me
Dudley.
too.
Someone's messaging me about some files, and he started talking, and I turned away, and like his portrait like turned around. So I was like, "That's a different character." Wait, no, it's not.
Am I crazy too? The pill dust is in the air. Then again, I did leave the Hayaway investigation to the special support section. Maybe they should be in charge. Perhaps it should be fine then. No! What am I saying?
Oh God.
That's right. I blew it all in the air.
Oh no.
If I go down, I'm taking you all with.
Chief, if we're that much of a bother, we can always just leave the room. Nope. Stay right where you are.
Take deep
right where you are.
breaths.
Don't move an inch. If you move an inch, I'll know.
And I'll
Just
shoot.
stairs.
If you move an inch, I'll know. I control all the inches.
They don't call Dudley the ace of the 1st Division for nothing, after all. He sees everything. I'm sure he realizes what he needs in a situation like this. It's the same thing we all need. We all have it right here in this little baggie.
You want the bag of you in this time. Listen up, can't stop grinding my teeth. The information I'm about to disclose is strictly confidential.
I need my pacifier.
Does not leave this room, otherwise there will be consequences. Got it?
Yeah, that won't be a problem. What's going on?
Chat, he's holding the medallion, but he's still sane.
Ah!
Is this a secret? I love secrets.
You would love
Ian's
secrets,
looking
wouldn't you, you
around at
little
this-
spy?
Ian's looking around at this, just like, yeah, this is all normal.
Sergey shoots at Lloyd and like misses by a lot. It's like, oh, you missed me there, Chief.
Welcome to Disco Elysium.
Tell me too. Tell me the secrets.
Well, the thing is,
Secrets. There should be some leftover sweets in the kitchen. Why don't you go and share some with Zeet, okay?
Leftover.
yeah, give that dog the chocolate. I don't trust that
There
dog.
should be some leftover edibles in the fridge.
Yeah.
They look like JPEG salads, but I promise they're edibles.
The First Division's
Jade?
being pressured from the inside?
JPEG salad is a great Discord handle.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's not quite as simple as that, Bannings. After the raid on Hayway, we received orders to devote all of our resources to quell any disputes between them and the Mafia. So we recently had to end on our investigation into the mystery drugs circulating throughout my blood.
Really?
The First Division was investigating the EBBBs too.
Indeed. It's been a few days since my decision was made. The decision that I didn't make it. It was made, but by not me, another. Now.
Yeah, I made the
Few
decision.
days.
I make all the decisions.
A few days since
I
my Eve
am the
was
decision
Eve.
maker. I'm the decider.
Frankly, I'm shocked that you were able to uncover as much as you did.
Have you told
So
anyone
small.
else?
Yeah. How exactly did the First Division find out about the drugs in the first place?
We bought them! We were tipped off. We were tipped off about them by a longtime informant of ours, Drug Scoots.
We were tipped off by your dealer, Speedball Jimmy.
Of course, we couldn't act on her word alone, so we did some digging of our own. And from what we could gather, it seemed just like a silly urban legend. Silly, silly, silly. I mean, medicine that grants wishes and can bestow happiness, but it's true. It's all true.
It's true.
Listen to me. Listen to me, Lloyd. I took it, and now I'm a detective.
You were a detective
Nevertheless.
before, but I'm a detective again. I'm again, Lloyd.
I'm a detective squared like a math problem.
Like
Nevertheless,
my glasses.
we couldn't ignore the drug trafficking allegations and were in the middle of compiling a list of involved citizens before it was put on ice. Why are you all looking at me like that? Why?
Looks like we hit the jackpot. Show him, Lloyd. Yes, sir. Pull your gun, Lloyd. Finish him off.
What?
Do it.
Wait.
Take a look at this, detective. I'll be rid of the First Division once and for all.
The EBBBBs. Are the EBs what I EB?
We found them on a certain source during our investigation today. We were allowed to keep them on the condition that we protect their identity.
Did you get that in writing, Lloyd?
Damn it all. So it is real. And you're saying that it's possible that Ravash is a distributor? We hate them!
Dudley, about the order to stop the drug investigation. Let's reverse it. Any idea who made the call?
It had to be someone high up. Our chief didn't agree with the decision, but he enforced it nonetheless.
What a mess.
Wait a moment, please. Does this mean someone high on the CPD's chain of command gave it? His defense? I'm scared.
Oh, Lloyd, when did you get here? That's unbelievable.
Come on, how low can you go? That's the opposite of high.
The situation appears quite grave. Your grave.
Hey, Dudley. It's clear that you came to me because you don't trust the department brass. That being said, what's your move?
It's go. To be honest, I didn't intend to do anything about the drug investigation. I was just gonna eat them If any of us were to take action, our bosses would do whatever they could to interfere.
That's why it's up to you and me. Here, reaches into his sock, pulls out a gun and tosses it at Dudley. We're gonna take back the city. We're gonna take back the detective agency. You and me, Dudley!
The gun flies through the air, bonks off of Dudley's head, and 3 seconds later he reacts to catch it. Points his finger as a gun. You and Dudley!
Let's do it.
But as a member of the police, it'd be too frustrating to let this go.
Too goddamn frustrating. Detective Dudley. Easy then. Leave the investigation to the special support section. Lloyd, Ellie, you too, Randy and Tio. From here on out, the SSS will informally be collaborating with the 1st Division. He puts his hands together. You 4 will take over the investigation into these drugs in their stead, since they currently have their hands tied. Yes, sir.
Understood.
And in return, we'll get every bit of intel the 1st Division has about Revash. Sound fair? Dude, I think my papers are squares.
Sir, I'm coming down. Regardless of the circumstances, we can't just go handing out top secret intelligence. That's bad, right?
Can't say I particularly care, Dudley. You're stuck in a stalemate, and you know it. But by all means, do whatever strikes your fancy.
Fine. You can have whatever information your grumpy hands want.
Don't worry. I'm willing to trade for that information. I'm glad we've come to an agreement.
Ooh, so we're doing the 1st Division's drugs for him now, is that it?
You better
I
not.
can feel the superiority washing over me already.
Glare.
Yikes.
Comment retracted.
Whatever. All right. You've gained my permission to handle the drug investigation. How do you actually plan on proceeding, though? I should ask questions like that.
About that, we already hold the key in our hands. All we need to do is figure out what the drug is made of somehow.
Not a bad start. Do you have any idea how to determine that, who to go to? Based on what we know, we can assume that this is a new, never-before-seen drug. Using the forensics tools back at HQ is out of the question, as I have no experience with them and would be easily caught.
Well, there goes that idea. You know, maybe we should just ask the medical college for assistance.
Oh boy, drugs!
I think we know just the guy, huh, Lloyd?
Oh boy, drugs!
Medical college? You're referring to St. Ursula. Don't bring us to the college. We'll get in trouble for doing drugs and being high. It's just cool, man.
Right, we know a doctor there who specializes in pharmaceutical research, actually. I've heard nothing but good things about his work, so there might be a good chance we could figure out the drug's composition.
By his work, he's referring to his fishing. All the medical shit is more of a hobby.
Oh, that's a stroke of good luck. That's a stroke. Uh-oh.
And it might just be our best option.
Bames Nudley's having a donk. Call an ambulance.
If you can, could you put together a report on the 1st Division's intel and send it to us by the end of the day?
End of the day?
I've just been acting like this. I've just been acting like this as a means of getting permission to take over the case from the 1st Division.
What? No, but I thought we were doing the drugs together. I thought it was cool.
Oh, yeah, you sure did. That's because I knew that.
And now I can report on you for doing drugs, you dirty junkie.
taking down the corruption of the Crossbell Police Department, one pig at a time. I want them to decide how to approach the investigation for themselves.
Fine, I'll send it over as soon as I can.
I mean,
then I should go.
I don't have to report you to anybody.
Are you gonna extort him? Oh my god.
This is just the beginning of my network.
Uh-oh. Well, then I should go. Thank you for your cooperation, Sergey.
Likewise. Oh, and don't forget to give them well wishes, too.
The drug producers, that is.
Listen well, you 4. Listen well, you 6. Oh god. If you do anything stupid, this entire situation might nosedive. Understand? Notwithstanding your investigation into the drugs, leave dealing with the Mafia to the 1st Division. Stay close to the ground, behave, and most importantly, don't get in our way.
Big words for a man who's owned.
Jeez. That goof just can't be honest with his feelings or his personal habits.
Anger is one way of hiding one's embarrassment, is it not? I can tell because I'm good at reading emotions.
Maybe so.
Turned into droopy dog a little at the end there.
I don't know how it's reading with the rest of you guys. I love this like insecurity
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
He has a stronger sense of justice than I initially presumed.
Yeah, I think we can trust him, despite his habit. I'd vouch for him. Hell, I kind of have to now that he's one of us. Hell, most of the First Division's driven by diligence and their distaste for injustice, same as Dudley. Sadly, most of them are sticklers for the rules, making them pretty obstinate. So, you gonna head to St. Ursula right away? That's the plan, at least. Well,
Any
if we...
DP we can find.
Yeah, if we have time, I'm sure we'll try to knock out a few support requests.
After all, we didn't have time to leave the city this morning.
Sounds like it's about to get busy. I say we just tackle the requests little by little as the day goes on.
I'm glad to hear you're all raring to go. Now, I know we're cooperating with the First Division. Big air quotes, but try not to get too excited. Just do things as you'd usually do. Show me that you're capable of cracking the mystery behind these drugs. Understood.
Oh, like crack cocaine.
A lot like crack cocaine.
Get me crack cocaine.
Get me drugs.
Drugs? What
Drugs?
are the drugs?
Who are the
I want
drugs?
the drugs.
Give me the drugs.
Why are you playing?
Looks like the only thing we have to do before it vanishes is search for an important person.
I found him.
Looking at a mirror.
Yeah.
Yes. I found her, says Tio, looking at a mirror.
Aw. Here we go.
Ha, look again.
Oh, is this the house of the rep? Oh,
Anyway, yeah. We're gonna...
Words.
We'll
La,
work
la, la.
through this.
exposition. Let me tell you all about these things I know.
I don't
I went
remember
to
this
college.
one being, like,
High
super relevant, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, this is, like, this game's version of the, like, my daughter ran away because she didn't want to get married or whatever kind of case.
Oh yeah,
Happens every time.
that case
usually-
that they do in every
There's
game.
usually one of these per game, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Let's see. Exit the room, go through the east door, examine the desk. Okay, yeah, so we're looking at her room for clues first.
Like, listen, Pap, if you're gonna try to get me to get married, just understand you're making me a murderer.
Let's see.
I'll do it.
She
But I'm gonna be a
suddenly
widow
ran away
soon.
from home.
Good job,
Da-da-da.
Lloyd.
We go and talk to these dudes. Okay, and then we go and look at this again. And this morning, we left after something. She went to the IBC to get the money. Now I assume we go to the IBC. Yep.
God, I hate their logo.
Yeah, it's graphic design is their passion.
It's like 3 bad logos put into one terrible one.
Like, this logo is fine. Why isn't
Yeah, that
this
one's
what's on
fine.
their building? Instead, they've got this. Wow. God, I sort of
Do you think that's a broken texture?
I don't think so.
No, because it looks good on the on the other end, where like, because it's like bigger. I don't know. It's bad. Oh wait, what were those dolls on Marionette's?
Oh,
Hello, goodbye.
She collects Rosenberg dolls. That's what these are.
Oh yes.
Wow, what a collection.
Well, those are only just the 2 that she has on display. She has lots of them. There
She's
are
like,
dozens
look.
of us.
She collects Funko Pops.
God. That if she collected Funko Pops, but like she talked them up like they were rare fucking figurines, like ancient porcelain dolls, and just no one has the heart to tell her that they're very easy to obtain.
There are some that are very valuable, apparently.
Yeah, if you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Let's see. We check the airport. No, not Ricardo. Not Thomas. Yeah, here we go. That's the maid. And I think she's leaving on a train. I think she's leaving
Here's
on a
the
jet plane.
candlestick.
Crossbell Station, go to the Platform 1 gate. Oh damn, we're fucking like chasing.
You're gonna have to
this
go
train.
through TSA.
We get on the train. It'd be very funny if we just like ended up in Erebonia and we're playing a different game. Let's
One
see.
that's longer and
Worse.
worse.
Well, one that's longer and has better gameplay, but a worse story. Oh, there she is.
Reen Schwarzer is on this train right now, on his way to school.
That'd be very funny. Canonically, still too early in time for that to be the case. But the next game, Aono Kiseki, or Trails to Azure, does take place at the same window of time as Trails of
Yeah.
1. Let's see. Your maid is worried.
Your maid is worried sick.
Yeah.
Turn this train around. Okay.
Okay, alright. I guess, yeah. You're the boss. Alright, that should be... Did that actually complete the quest, or do we need to go back and talk to them again? Okay, yeah, that completed the request. Rad. Just double check by turning it in. Okay, cool. Drop a quick save. It's a shame, because, like, I might give the impression when I blitz through those kinds of things, or like putting stickers on cars, that I'm like, oh, this boring fucking filler, let's skip through this as fast as possible. Actually, they're perfectly pleasant and often well written and somewhat interesting. They just don't make for very good television most of the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, now we go to St. Ursula to talk to the world's most...
Dr. Winter!
The world's most responsible doctor.
We have to get all my characters in today.
God, yeah, it really is.
Where's Wazy?
I went to the hospital and stubbed my toe.
I stubbed my toe very sexily. Well, let's see if Dr. Gunter has some time to meet with us.
Yes, we should probably ask the reception about that. You know,
Like
Like a
'cause it's
fucking
probably not
my
at his
immortal
desk.
line of dialogue.
Yeah.
I just hope he didn't play hooky to go fishing again.
Play hooky, I get it. I would not even be surprised if that were the case.
I'm playing hooky.
Have you seen my uncle on Great
Why-
British Bake Off?
Hello there, everyone. Are you here to visit Cecile today?
Oh, not today. We're here to meet with Dr. Gunter again.
Could you ask him if he's busy?
Ha! Dr. Gunter, busy. Good fucking joke. Ah, Doctor, I see you picked up the phone today. You have some visitors. If you have some free time, would you... Oh, bad timing? Do you have some examination or research to do? And
No,
not
you're
fishing? I see what's going. Oh, okay, I was joking. I see what's going on here. Planning to go fishing, Dr. Gunter? That's no good. Try to do your That's no good.
No good.
Try to do your job while on the clock, alright?
He's the same as always. We love him.
Though he is allegedly exceptional in his field, his dedication seems lacking.
Yes, it's Detective Bannings from the Special Support Section. Yes. Yes? Should I have them meet you in your laboratory then?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. No. Yes. Well, Dr. Gunter can see you now. If you'll head up to the research ward, please.
Thanks.
Looks like we threw a wrench in his plans.
Good. Fuck that guy.
And probably saved a few lives in the process.
Sounds like we threw a wrench at his head, and probably saved a few lives in the process. I don't know why it makes you pick. There aren't any other destinations.
Hoping you'll leave.
Excuse us.
Hello, not fishing. Welcome, everyone. How very nice of you to visit.
About our interruption.
We apologize for getting in the way of your hobby, Doctor.
It's fine. Noon is the ideal time to catch noble carp. But if duty calls, duty calls. Trust me, I'm not going to hold a grudge against you for it.
He says that, but I feel like he resents us with every fiber of his being.
I can tell.
I can tell. I can read the threads of his being.
Randy just. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, Tia. It's okay, Tia.
Well, I'm happy we can leave this minor feud in the past.
Germans are very forgiving.
So,
What's a German?
what brings you here today? Do you need some advice about Kia's condition?
Actually, it's about something else. Kia's the same as usual, though. There haven't been any improvement. There hasn't been any improvement with her memories.
I see. Personally, I think you should have had her hospitalized. Stupid idiots.
I mean, we tried suggesting it to her, albeit indirectly, but she just won't have it. She pulled out a gun. What are we supposed to do? Like, I'm sorry we keep putting it off, but the baby has a gun.
See, this is why anytime I have to do anything, I just go fishing instead, because I'm not a stupid idiot who I hate so much. You can take your time, but please consider the option. So, what's this other matter? Is it related to my field of expertise, by any chance?
Fishing.
Fishing? Yeah.
Fuck.
It is. That's why we came today.
Chat.
Excellent.
And thus,
Show me what you caught.
Ouroboros Angler number 14, the Azure Hook, was born.
Would you mind taking a look at these drug for us?
Oh? That's good.
Whoa!
Pills.
Oh, LBBs, that's the good shit.
Oh, I made these.
They're so blue. A coloring agent wouldn't be able to produce this. What?
We found these pills among the possessions of a certain
my God.
individual.
Does
We
this
sus-
actually have like septium in it or something?
We suspect they're illegal drugs.
I think I understand. Please, would you fill me in on the rest of the details?
We do. Oh,
Good.
we will.
Randy,
We
you
did.
stand. I hate you. I see.
So, Dr. Gunter, it'd be even funnier if Randy was just sitting next to the doctor. just like right next to him. Do you know anything about these blue pills? Maybe where they might have been developed or something?
I'm sorry to say, but I haven't seen this type of drug before. As a pharmacologist, I have contacts in every pharmaceutical company in the area. I typically receive samples of all the newly developed medicine. However,
That was a French. I've never seen a pill of this coloration.
That's a surprise.
And what's more, the effects of these pills are particularly interesting. A boost in strength, focus, reflexes, judgment, and even intuition? It's managed to improve every single one of those attributes.
It's just Adderall.
Well, we haven't been able to confirm whether or not the Mafia have been taking these drugs.
And miner's been the only confirmed case so far.
And nothing has truly substantiated that. And nothing has truly substantiated Mr. Grimrod's fuck me yet.
Either way, I can tell you right now that this is no ordinary drug. It's blue. How about this? Allow me to keep 3 of these pills. No, 4.
No.
5. I can conduct a composition analysis right away.
Allow me to keep 3 of these pills. With these 4 pills, I should be able to quickly deduce the makeup of the 5 pills you
That would be great. Do you know how long it will take for the analysis to finish?
Well, I have the 6 pills on me and the general idea of her effects. I'd like to think I'll have its composition figured out by the end of the day, but I am so busy with the fishing. But if I am not able to do that, this may take a considerable amount of time.
So we're flipping a coin then.
Yes, like those awful monsters at the end of 2nd chapter. I can contact you tomorrow about noon to let you know how it's going, but noon is the ideal time to catch the carp. Would that be okay?
The effects of these pills are interesting. Now I will be the indisputable best angler. Have fun stopping me in this 4-hour minigame, SSS.
Perfect. Thanks for your assistance in all this, Dr. Gunter.
We'll be relying on your expertise then. That reminds me, do you think there are any possible side effects or toxicity?
Oh, I won't know
Drugs,
until a few
yes.
hours.
Without further analysis, I can't say for sure, but if anything happens to that miner, call me as soon as possible. I'd like to take appropriate measures in case you find any others who have consumed these pills.
We can do that.
Ugh, who knows how many people are in the market for this stuff? We're constantly hearing rumors about it in the city, you know.
Of course, it is impossible for us to question Ravash about this, but if their members really are taking it, I am concerned about the side effects.
Yeah, likewise.
Thoughts?
Doctor?
Are you worried about the side effects too?
Oh, no, that's not it. With all this talk of rumors, I was reminded of one I'd heard recently. This
Big
young man
fish.
stubbed his toe. You should go talk to him.
You too?
What kind of rumor?
Okay. Remember, none of this was ever officially. What is this music?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, this
Yeah.
is very unpleasant.
Welcome, my friends, to my evil carnival.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a doctor and not a professor, am I right? You never trust the Trails professors. Okay. Remember, none of this was ever officially confirmed or explained, but several years back, there was an old rumor that floated around the pharmaceutical industry. It talked about a certain religious cult that had created a new kind of drug.
A religious cult?
A sect of radicals? Something like that, Dr. Gunter?
No, it's not as simple as that. You see, instead of worshipping Idios, they worship a corrupted version known only as Odios. Apparently, they rejected.
Ellie starts
When
sweating.
I wasn't reading. I was totally doing a bit. They rejected the very existence of Idios and worshipped devils instead. Why? At least that's what I heard.
They worshipped devils?
His story sounds more and more suspicious by the second.
Dots. I don't know why I always need to say dots.
I definitely thought it was a third. Sorry, I went back into my native tongue. However, I can't help but worry about the effects of that medicine they created.
I've heard that by borrowing the power of devils, it can unlock the hidden potential within humans, even bringing the user good luck. How much of this medicine is made of devils? All of it.
That sounds like crack.
Bullshit.
The same effect of these pills.
Excuse me, Dr. Gunter. Do you know the name of that drug?
Fatalium.
Normalium. What was it again? Oh, right. I remember now. They called it true wisdom. Gnosis, or so the rumor goes.
Uh-oh. Gnosis.
That's quite a suggestive name, isn't it?
Well, because of its absurdity, the store became somewhat of an urban myth. But you've heard the rumors of a secret society that was connected to that big incident in Liberia last year, right? Sort of nice not having them around. Maybe the two could be connected somehow.
That must be the society that Estelle and Joshua told us about.
Do you think a devil-worshipping cult might have some ties to it?
Anyway, in order to uncover the truth behind these pills, I plan to contact some colleagues of mine to help with the analysis.
Oh, are they like unearthly blue because they're connected to the Mirage tree?
While I do that, I'll also try looking into that rumor to see if it has any merit.
We'd appreciate that.
A drug that borrows the power of devils.
Nuts.
That was a fun song.
Interesting.
Scene of I didn't get to go fishing.
I can't say I was expecting to hear a story like that when we walked in, but for now we should just trust the doctor with the composition analysis.
I agree. We need to return to Crossbell City before it gets dark. I just can't stop thinking about how there might be a drug out on the street that's just devils in the blood. Wow, that's nuts.
There really
Besides-
are ghosts in your blood, and you should do
There's-
cocaine about it.
You have to do cocaine to get the ghosts out. And besides, the First Division's investigation report might have been delivered, and then we can do our job.
Oh, I sure love spending all night staring at a bunch of papers.
Ants.
Herb.
They are
People are gonna-
comparable to bees.
People are gonna find out about my drug habit. They're getting closer to finding out the original blue bitch.
They're getting closer to Blue Bitch Zero.
Me.
I'm the progena bitch.
I'm the OG little blue bitch.
The OGLBB.
They
The
called me
Oglub.
the L. They called me the L baby.
So, now that it's evening, want to grab the next bus?
No complaints here.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Ants.
Tio? I feel like I've said this
What's the matter,
exactly
Tio
like
Todd?
this like 16
You've been
times.
awfully quiet for a bit now.
I am fine.
Tio, the sun makes it hard to see, but your face, it's so pale.
I forgot Mo wasn't here.
Have you been doing drugs?
What?
I told you, I am fine. I just feel a bit unwell, that's all.
Sounds like a contradiction to me. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum,
Objection.
bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. There's gotta be some place to rest around.
Tio says something also.
Tio, shut down.
Tio!
This
isn't
isn't
good.
good.
This isn't good.
I'll go
gang.
get a doctor.
Quick! God, where are we gonna find one?
Oh no,
did
Tio
Tio overdose?
Toddled. No,
yeah,
she
Tio
just-
overdosed.
Oh shit!
She
No, Tio
collapsed.
didn't.
She overdosed on herself, little blue bitch.
It was just her anemia acting up, thank goodness. After a bit of rest, she should wake up and be good as new.
That'll be 19,000 lira.
Yeah.
That's good. And oh, I'm sorry, that was just for the ambulance ride.
What a relief.
What ambulance? We carried her in here. Oh, legally, anyone walking with a patient in their arms is considered an ambulance while on the grounds of our facility.
You said it. For a second there, I was getting pretty worried.
Now she's not going to
Still,
go to college.
You have to forgive me for making her use my bed, everyone. Unfortunately, every room we have in the hospital is occupied right now.
Wait, you live at the
Because of
hospital?
drugs.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. That's alright. I'm sure your room will be more than enough to help Tio recover.
Cecile, thank you so very much.
Don't mention it, Ellie. I have to work the night shift tonight, so it's perfectly fine if she wants to rest here until tomorrow morning. Well, I'll be going then.
Alright, thanks for this.
Appreciate the help.
You see, Jello's voice is so tired from all those characters that he passed out.
Tio, if only we'd noticed sooner.
All of your unnecessary ellipses.
Now that I think about it, she sure did do a lot of dotting instead of talking. She first started to look a little sick during our conversation with Dr. Gunter, right? I'm almost positive it was.
Is it when he started telling us about that drug those devil worshippers made?
It's fine if you know. Oh, it's fine, you know. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Oh, Tio, you're awake?
I'm tiny
Oh.
now.
I'm so glad. You're so little now.
He had us worried, you know?
No cat ears.
Please. There was no need to be.
I use them to hide the natural bone in my hair.
Yeah.
Please don't comment on my plugs.
As someone involved in the ongoing drug investigation, I'm sure you have to ask. About everything I know, I mean.
What? Tio, are you doing
Listen, Tio. Do you really think we would push you to share something you're clearly uncomfortable talking about?
Don't you Reen Schwarzer me, you prick.
Who the fuck is Reen Schwarzer?
Sounds like an
God, I
idiot
wish I were
loser
you.
stink, man.
Are you talking about the auction?
Yeah.
While the investigation is definitely important, these are two separate matters. You're more important to us, or you're more to us than just a colleague. Above all, you're
You're like a computer.
Tio.
Oh.
Lloyd.
Oh, even if I'm not unique?
Sure, you got your reasons for hiding whatever you know. I mean, my past got put out in the open a little bit, but Tio Todd, if you really don't want to tell us about it, then that's fine. We'll still be backing you up with everything we got.
Ellie, Randy.
That's how we all feel. But if you ever want to tell us about the things you've kept hidden, and if doing so makes the burden easier to bear, I hope that we can help shoulder it for you, even if it's just for a little bit.
Lloyd. How can you say things like that with a straight face? Not just you, Lloyd, but Ellie and Randy, too.
You guys are
You-
cringe.
You must be rubbing off on the rest of the team, Lloyd.
Suppose he might.
That might be the case.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Thank you, I will. Ha!
Loser. Fucking nerd.
I already toiled loyal the fragment of this toiled, but let me expoil. I was snatched away from my parents when I was 5 years old, held captive by a cult of religious fanatics.
They couldn't be.
Damn it.
This is a unique music premiere chapter.
What the objective of the cult was is still unknown, but one thing is clear. They were attempting to obtain something by rejecting the goddess and worshipping devils. I think that they saw me and the other captive children as offerings. Nothing more, nothing less. Simply a means to obtain whatever they wanted.
Offerings.
Yes, I call them offerings because sacrifices wouldn't exactly be right. But I suppose you could call some of the other kids' experiences something akin to that. The cult had several lodges, and each was experimenting with different ceremonies. As for the ceremony they conducted at the lodge I was taken to, it was primarily human experimentation.
Human experimentation?
Is that where your knack for sensing stuff came from? Your unique identifying characteristic?
Unique.
only one. Precisely. Sensors were attached to our entire bodies, and we were pumped full of drugs. They attempted to enhance our 5 senses using any method imaginable.
You
They
really
even
were
tried
part little
enhancing our
blue bitch.
sensitivity to supernatural phenomena by applying psychological stress and hypnosis. Unfortunately, since they were a religious cult, none of it worked. For 3 long years, that was my life, day in, day out.
That can't be.
Randy fell asleep. Despite all that, I might have been the luckiest person at my lodge. None of the children could withstand the ceremonies except for me. One by one, they began to disappear. And it was only when I was the last child left that I gained this power. My sensory receptivity became strong enough to hear the final cries of the others on the opposite side of that massive rock wall.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Goddamn.
That's like, that may be like the darkest single text box in this series.
Tio.
Those monsters.
Then, something happened. Lloyd's brother Guy was able to break into the lodge. The team accompanying Guy was able to neutralize the cult followers and dismantle the lodge's operation. The resistance was strong, but the moment the lodge fell, most of the cultists committed suicide. While stepping over so many of their corpses, Guy finally reached what was known as the ceremonial chamber. And that was when he found the only child left alive in that nightmare. By the time Guy took me into his custody, I was debilitated beyond recognition. Because of that, I was hospitalized for several months in order to recover. What happened after that, I've already told Lloyd about.
I guess so.
Tio.
It's almost ironic. Despite being so grateful to Guy for saving me from that place, when I heard that he passed away 3 years ago, I wasn't even that sad. It's as if, in exchange for this power, I had my emotions stripped away. At least that's what I thought.
Tio.
I wanted to ask him something. I wanted to ask Guy, a strong, impossibly optimistic person, how exactly should a broken person like me live? But in the end, I wasn't able to ask him, and I was recruited by the Epstein Foundation. After that, I joined the special support section and began to live with all of you. I still don't know the answer. How do I go about living? Just... why? Why am I alive?
Tio. Oh, Tio. You don't have to worry about that. It's okay not to know the answers. We're all the same.
Yeah, I didn't start going to college until like 4 years after high school.
What?
Why do we live? How should we live? There aren't many people who know the answer to those questions, Tio. Me, Ellie, Randy, we're all lost, the same as you.
I definitely lost my way, that's for sure. Still, Tio Todd, you're being way too serious about all this. What's the point?
I mean, hearing the cries of those other kids on the side of the wall using your sacrificial hearing, that's hilarious.
What a killjoy.
I mean, you say it was bad, but you're gonna laugh about this in a few years.
That's what I do about my backstory. It's the only thing I can do. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
What's the point in rushing to answer questions like those?
But
If you still can't help but wonder what the answers are, keep searching for them. Just remember, there's no need to rush, and you don't have to do it alone. Let's find these answers together.
ants.
I'll always be here for you too. And so will Randy, the chief, Kia, even Zite. We're all here for you. We'll help you find the answers to these questions, okay?
Yes.
I'm hugging too tight.
Yes, I think the void has definitely rubbed off on you, Ellie and Randy. Hearing you all say this stuff. It's too
Aww,
embarrassing.
her face!
Why would you?
It's fate, ain't it? When we joined the SSS, we all fell prey to this guy's cheesiness.
Guy was my brother.
Shut the
Randy's
fuck up.
Right.
Damn it, Austin.
Randy's right. We're a team, and we share what we feel, be embarrassed or not.
I don't get why I'm the one being blamed for that, but I definitely agree with Ellie's last point. We share everything. Embarrassment, our past pains, and of course, our happiness and daily jokes too. Fun memes you find on the internet, silly little things, fun Twitter posts. We share all kinds of stuff because we're friends. That's what it means to be a team, right?
Please stop.
Ah! She's so cute.
It's too embarrassing. And it's burning up in here. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
It's just that Ellie and Randy have been breathing in my spores.
But for some reason, I don't think this is such a bad feeling.
That's the shit we played Trails for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hidden beneath the sister fuckery is some good mo.
There's some good spots.
Also, God, just anyone in chat who hasn't played the Cold Steel games, you have no idea what an enormous relief it is to see the main characters go, yo, if it's too much for you to talk about, you don't need to. And the other character going, no, I trust you guys. Allow me to talk about it right now.
Gosh.
Oh my God. Oh, the poster
Aw.
of her bed.
Your family
This is
sure
where we
loves
keep the
fat ass
babies.
cats.
This is my mirror.
Damn it. That name again. Gunter. Gnosis. Chief, it's about time you tell us. Please tell us what my brother was involved in 6 years ago, and about that cult that kidnapped Tio.
I take it you're aware of everything that happened, right, Chief?
Same. I had a gut feeling that you knew what was up with Tio Todd from the start. You didn't even flinch when she talked to that fucking dog.
Well, first of all, nobody else was, and I just took that cue to believe it was normal. Of course I knew about the cult. At their height, Guy and I were the ones who tracked down and suppressed one of the cult's lodges. You did? Then, Chief, were you my brother's... Yeah, I was Guy's superior officer. Back then, I guess I stood out a bit more than I do now. One day, I got 2 unconventional rookies assigned to serve under me. One of them being your brother, the other being Officer Snakes McBad. I always had a bad feeling about Officer Snakes McBad from the start. Anyway, Guy was impulsive, a bit reckless too, but he was a damn great detective. Now, the other rookie was in stark contrast with Guy, in all the right ways.
What exactly was this other rookie?
No way. Was it that Dudley guy from the 1st Division?
Nope, that guy went straight into the 1st Division. He's a natural. You've probably heard of the other rookie before, actually. His name is Cassius Bright. His name is Arios McLean.
I haven't. Who is that?
What?
He was a part of the police?
He was. He traded in his police's badge for the Bracer's gauntlet some years back, and he traded in his police gun for a samurai sword. And, like, First Division was cool with it because, like, it was fucking awesome. Hell, that's probably one of the reasons the police here in Crossbell have such animosity towards the Bracers Guild.
What a twist.
My brother and Arios were both in the Force together. Age-wise, Arios beats Guy in that category. Arios already tied the knot and had recently had a daughter. Trust me, he's always been the serious guy he is. On the other hand, Guy was a wild card, always acting rash, an optimistic fool. Given how different they were, that's probably why they started to get along in the first place. A little less than 2 years after joining the Force, these guys were heralded as the police's ace duo, which is why you've never heard of this until now.
Also, thank you Aquasocks for subscribing with Prime for 45 months.
Ooh. Oh.
Judging by Arios' skill, I can hardly doubt that.
Right? I'll be honest, I was proud of those boys. After all, not many are blessed with the chance to raise such fine greenhorns like those two. Our squad was able to accomplish a lot while we were operating. Eventually, higher-ups decided to leave the joint investigation of an international case on our desk instead of the First Division's. Joint investigation? International case?
You aren't saying that it was...
Yes, it involved the cult. DG. That's their official name.
I screen capped back when I first played this. I screen capped that line and sent it to Jay with the caption, "Yo, Chief, how the fuck do I pronounce a triangle?"
Jay sent that to me, actually.
D, therefore G?
The hell's that mean?
As in a mathematical equation using therefore, but then what exactly do the D and G stand for?
Dick, therefore
and
Gina.
We never solved the entire riddle, but we did understand what the meaning of the G is. It stands for gnosis. Oh.
The drug that unleashes demonic power Dr. Gunter told us about?
This has gotta be connected.
It's already been 6 years since that whole mess. Those zealots left behind a lot of mysteries, but I know one thing for sure.
Oh, hang on a second. That evil ice cream truck is driving by. I need to pick something up.
Evil ice cream.
Come back to us, Tio. Delicious, therefore good.
It's just ice cream. It's how they captured all those kids.
Oh my god, it's all connected.
Out of my decades on the Force, this was one of the most disgusting bunch I ever had the displeasure of taking down. Bastards used those kids they kidnapped as sacrifices at their lodges.
The abduction cases Mr. Grimwood mentioned yesterday.
The DG Cult. They had more than 10 active lodges spread all across Zemuria. Therefore, they performed, and they performed various rituals in each of them, summoning horrific devils, taking advantage of artifacts for their gain, experimenting on those poor children. There was always one constant in their rituals. They always took place in the back of an old schoolhouse. A mysterious drug cult, Gnosis.
I mean, it's a hard story to digest.
Well, chat, it actually stands for Doctor, therefore Gunter.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, yes. I am an expert. There is an old Sith legend about Gnosis.
that fits hilariously.
Yo, Doc, how do you know an old Sith legend? Ba-na-na-ba-na-ba-na-na-na.
So, how'd you end up snuffing them out?
Right. Like I mentioned yesterday, this issue was spreading into each country, So a joint investigation team was organized by the nations affected. Each country's armies, police forces, and the Bracer Guild collaborated.
Oh, that's in top right.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right.
A large-scale operation to round up and suppress every lodge operated by the cult was mounted all under the command of a famous Bracer.
I love, like, I know we're all, like, eyesing at them, including Cassius in this shot, but I like to point out how much, like, fitter and better Sergei looked at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Sergey? Okay.
Yeah, far left. Jeez, like, he has put on, like, 30 pounds since then.
That guy has a mustache, so... Oh.
As for my small squad of 3, we were in charge of taking down a lodge located on the outskirts of Altair, located in western Calvert.
Is that
Yeah.
how that's pronounced?
Altair, whatever.
Altair.
Guy rescued Tio Plato, who was 8 years old at the time. Tio was completely and utterly debilitated, but still in better shape than the others. We still couldn't save any of the other children. But, compared to the monstrous rituals happening in the other lodges, I like to think they were shown a little mercy.
This is very dark.
Why? Why are people like this allowed to exist?
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
These guys are on a whole different level than Crossbell's day-to-day criminals.
So you say. At any rate, after that operation 6 years ago, the cult was completely wiped off the map. All the cult zealots either committed suicide or suffered a mental breakdown and died when I shot them with my gun. Some have speculated that there were a few survivors. It's also been
Looks
said
like-
that the
It looks like they suffered a mental breakdown. A bullet broke down
Yeah.
their brain matter. That's like honestly the kind of in like a true crime show or like a true detective
Yeah.
where it's just like, yeah, off the record, I'm just gonna brain this dude. And like,
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing that makes me cheer while watching it, honestly.
Some have speculated that there were a few survivors, but it's also been said that the church and the society exterminated the rest of them. Yeah, this is fucked up. This is terrible, says the snake cultist. The nightmare known as the D therefore G cult should have finally been over. However, these blue pills pose a threat. It's possible that these pills are the Saint Gnosis used in the cult's rituals. Right now, that's just speculation on my part. But if this is the real deal, I'm afraid the nightmare of 6 years ago might have resurfaced in another form. One that will be at the heart of the underworld's conflicts.
That's the worst case scenario.
But if this is the truth, we can't overlook this.
I couldn't agree more. Smokes cigarette, fucking without his hands.
You see, I was the oldest child attacked by the cult. I used my telekinesis specifically for tobacco.
Lloyd, the
Meanwhile,
criminal who
some
murdered.
Chrono Cross music.
Yeah. Yeah, listen to that little do 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 do. The criminal who murdered your brother 3 years ago is still at large. I know. I'm on it. No leads were found at the case. No leads were found, and the case eventually went cold. Yeah, after Guy transferred to the First Division, he would only investigate cases by himself, so there were no witnesses. Culprit has been speculated to be one of the major powers' intelligence agencies, Ravash, or maybe another crime syndicate. Hell, some have tossed around the idea of a Jaeger Corps terrorist cell being responsible. However, there's always been another possible culprit in my mind. A remnant of the cult, right? Yeah, I'd say that possibility is even more likely now. In a sense, this is becoming a battle to avenge my fallen subordinate. Pardon my selfishness, but from now on, I'll be butting it too. Chief!
On the contrary, we'd love your help.
You trying to imply that you haven't had our back up until now?
God,
knows?
No, I haven't.
It's about time you know. I founded the Special Support Section based entirely on Guy's very original idea of just making bracers cops. Seriously? My brother.
What about the SSS being created to oppose the guild's popularity?
That was purely an excuse to appease the top brass. While he was alive, Guy told me something I'll never forget. He said that
Wow,
what
I'm never gonna forget this.
He said that what Crossbell needs is the strength to overcome barriers. A place where youth can continue to move forward, despite failures, joining their strength into one. Don't you think that's what the police really needs? He asked. Guy.
I swear, you had yourself quite the earnest brother, Lloyd.
Then this is simply coincidence that Tio ended up joining the SSS.
Oh. I imagine not. She probably wanted more than anything to be in a place where Guy's will lives. Not that she's told me anything like that. I see. That makes sense. Setting aside Guy for now. Our focus needs to be on our investigation into stopping these drugs. And regarding Kia, it's possible that she was involved in that cult in some shape or form. She's the leader. Kia killed Guy.
What a fucking
Id,
twist.
therefore, antagonist!
Pisses me off to say, but it's likely. After all that talk about drugs being the cause of her amnesia.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm beginning to think that as well. So, Chief, could you leave the heavy lifting to us while you protect Kia here? We should be able to cooperate with the 1st Division, but we still need support. Special support. From the Special Support... Oh, wait, that's us. Damn it! Uh-oh.
That's true.
Yeah, it's gonna be necessary for us to have someone pulling the strings back at the SSS.
I'm sorry. I know you went out of your way to offer your help, but this is key to our success. Kia! Huh, that right. Alright, fine. I didn't want to get up anyway. I didn't want to help you guys. I'm fine here in my office. I'm not bored at all day. Just sitting here, doing drugs, filling out paper, calling people. Listen up. Just like before, I won't be giving any direct instruction. You can have all the
Austin
advice.
in his regular workplace be like...
Yeah. You can have all the advice you want. I'll even take care of comms for you. But you're going to make your own decisions and solve this case with your own will. So, are you up to the challenge? Yes, sir!
Understood.
Oh boy, starting tomorrow. Sounds like we're gonna have our work cut out for us.
Tio says
That's
so. Oh,
20%
wait, no.
of my dialogue. Acknowledgement, confirmation, sarcastic forehead wipe.
Tio says something also.
Sarcastically, I'm in charge.
That's it. That's every cutscene in the entire game.
We did it. Are you sure you're okay, Tio?
That Zeit looks like he's feral and gonna
Yeah, he's just gonna eat Kia. You can always wait here with the chief and Kia if you don't feel well enough to go.
Your worry is unwarranted, I assure you. I was able to turn in early and get a good night's rest. I'm feeling much better than usual.
Well, you do look a lot better. But I was still pretty surprised when Kia said she wanted to sleep next to you last night.
My gut told me to do it, and I put the gun under our pillow to keep us safe. Tio, did that help you sleep good?
I put the gun under our pillow to fend off that damn tooth fairy.
Yes, of course.
Ouroboros Enforcer number 18, the dental... I don't know, tooth fairy.
The dental
I can only imagine.
deceiver.
Bad epithet.
My teeth are actually jelly, he says.
Oh, I can only imagine the reason I am in such pristine condition is because I spent so much time with you, Kia.
Yay!
You're a lifesaver, kiddo.
Oh, indeed. It's as if she's our very own special pick-me-up. Should we be talking about this when we're like talking about like a lot of drugs recently?
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of our special pick-me-up, does drugs. I want you to promise me this one thing, Tio.
Ants?
If something like yesterday happens again, please tell us about it. Don't bottle it up. That'll only make it that much harder on yourself. I don't mean to be harsh, but if you were to collapse in the middle of a fight, we'd all be in trouble.
Roger, I will keep that in mind. I'm a member of the Special Support Section, and I intend to stand on equal footing with the rest of you.
Whoa, let's not get crazy now.
So, if you would, please share your burdens and pain with me too. I will do everything in my power to ease them.
Tio.
Haha, your wish is my command. I'm very sad.
Yeah, you can count
Sounds
on
like
it.
our work's gonna be cut out for us starting today.
Wow.
Well, I doubt you need this old man to participate, so
Sounds
everyone so nobody talk to me about any of your problems.
Sounds like my work's gonna be cut out for me telling you about all those villages I napalmed.
We killed people, Bon.
I fucking when I heard Jonah Scott booked Randy, I was like, oh shit, dude, you're in this game. That's great. And he's like, oh yeah, I love Randy, my sweet boy. That sweet boy has killed thousands.
So you're planning to question some of the citizens suspected of drug use this morning, right? Yes, sir. I want to confirm what we found in the First Division's report, if possible. And since we'll be busy anyway, we hope to take care of support requests as they come our way.
Indeed, if we let this opportunity slip away, we might not have any time left to venture outside the city.
As
Hint,
of now, we want to look into that stockbroker in the residential district and that errand boy from the Saber Vipers. And finally, Arkansas's new cast member.
They were all acting a little strange yesterday, weren't they?
Aren't you glad
So
we
if
went
you-
and talked to them all and got our 2 BP?
So if you didn't do that, do you just have no idea where to start? You just have to look around town for those
I don't
people?
know. Probably someone's like, hey, why don't you check out these
I heard
people?
something
Yeah,
about these guys, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
If you have time, you should go check in with Ian, too. Out of the 2 he told us about, it looks like the stockbroker is the same one from the First Division's records. And as for the trading company manager, it doesn't look like anyone has any substantial information on him yet. Thanks for the advice. We'll make it a priority to stop by there. Dr. Gunter should be contacting us later with the drug composition results. Around noon, I think. Or never.
Hello, I'm going fishing.
Hello, this is Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section.
Lloyd, it's me, Bixon from Mainz.
Oh, hello, sir. This is good timing, actually. How's Gantz been holding up? He's dead.
Yes, about that. He, seems to have disappeared again.
What? Can you fill us in on the details?
Of course, you see, Gantz woke up late into the night, but he kept fading in and out of consciousness, so we coaxed him into sleeping again. Just to be safe, I stayed with him overnight, hoping to report back to you in the morning. But when I awoke in the morning, Gantz was nowhere to be found.
I see.
I see. Just hangs up.
Yeah, oh boy, that's a real boring story, Click. Have you called the hotel or the casino?
Yes, but I was told that no one has seen him for quite some time. What do you think we should do, Lloyd?
My god, the withdrawals make people invisible. Sir, if you don't mind, I want you to stay at the hotel.
It's a great
possible-
drug, but it affects you with vanish after a couple days.
It's possible that Gantz might come back in like 2 turns. We were already going out to gather some information, so we'll be sure to keep an eye out for anything involving him. If anything comes up, please don't hesitate to give us another call. Speaking of which, let's go beat the shit out of Lecter. He was just there doing shady shit again.
All
It's
right.
gambling, bros.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm just throwing bikes off of bridges, bro.
Did I hear that right? Gans disappeared again?
Yeah, apparently snuck out of the hotel this morning. Either by his own accord or...
In any case, we will need to check on the others' conditions as well.
Man, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, hey, there's a Star Wars reference to go with an ancient Sith legend.
Man, I got a bad feeling about this.
Looks
Sounds like
we're
gonna
work
have
cut
a
out
work.
for us.
The situation might be escalating faster than we anticipated. Don't worry about things here. Just go see what you can find. Yes, sir!
Have a good day.
That might be a stopping point.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should either stop here or we can stop after we check up on the two minor people who disappeared. I don't remember how long, like, the cutscenes will be at that point, but...
I'd imagine the
You'd imagine nothing, it would seem. Uh-oh. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Stream, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was Austin and not me. Well,
I mean, if
that
Austin's
sounds like a
dead,
good
I feel
sign to maybe stop here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh man, I've been very excited to get to that whole little sequence of reveals and stuff since we started this game. That T.O.'s backstory, for my money, is the darkest thing in Trails.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Like, not just for the actual content, because there's lots of people who have very tragic backstories on paper, but the way it's presented and the lack of punches pulled or, like, euphemisms used is very... It's a lot. It's fucking a lot.
Yeah, like, man, that line about being able to hear the death knells of children is, like, that's really dark.
Pretty fucked up.
Pretty fucked up.
It's fucked up, bro. Yeah, we'll stop here. Oh yeah, also the good thing about stopping here is it should ensure that I can do side quests off screen without getting sucked into other shit. Yeah, okay, I can go everywhere today, so cool. Yeah, this is a good place. So, I don't know if Austin is permadead. Mo seems to be gone as well, so I'm guessing maybe they're having an internet thing. But
Hello!
Hi!
I'm
Yeah.
stopping.
Yeah.
So, whoa, yeah. Next.
Yeah, things are getting heavy.
Yeah, next time on Trails from Zero, we're gonna try to figure out what's up with the drugs, and will there be more disappearances? My money's on probably, because it would be weird if it were literally just him and then
Just
he
the
was
one.
just found dead in a ditch or something.